this week's episode, we will be speaking a little S&M. Sauces and marinade, you dirty boys and girls. Crack a cold one and check out the show.
So many different things you can do in your life. So many different things if you have the time. Give a little more, give it your best shot. On the right track you can't be stopped. All the things I said that I would do. All the brilliant ideas that slipped right through. Sometimes we got to get on and climb aboard. But that was one day and in $1 short. Don't miss the train, don't miss the train, don't miss the train. Don't miss the train, don't miss the train, don't miss the train. Could be the only chance we have. Sat and thought about other things. Living on the street hanging by a string. Many people take away your name. Many people push you into your grave. What you gotta do is stand up for what is yours. Breaking all the barricades, smash the doors. If the chance comes around you, save your life. Remember, opportunity doesn't always come twice. Don't miss the train, don't miss the train, don't miss the train. Don't miss the train, don't miss the train, don't miss the train. Could be the only chance we have. Just pass right through. There is another time that you need in life, but the second visit won't be nice. So now you're walking in these long, lonely tracks, hoping for the day the train will come back. Light on in the tunnel just up ahead. The train is about to nail you dead today. Don't miss the train, don't miss the train, don't miss the train. Don't miss the train, don't miss the train, don't miss the train. Could be the only chance we have.
And now, broadcasting from the Vicious Pig Saloon in downtown Mattersville, this is your one-stop shop for everything punk rock, food, and, well, that's pretty much it. Ladies and gentlemen, your hosts for Punk Rock Foodies Radio, Skate Rat Betty, Steve Guerrero, Brian Reinhardt, and here's the asshole in charge, Xander T.
All right, and that was Don't Miss the Train by No Use for a Name, and I am Xander T., the asshole in charge, Punk Rock Foodies, broadcasting live from the Vicious Pig Saloon in downtown Mattersville, and with me is...
Steve Guerrero.
And Skate Rat.
And Brian will be joining us later. This is not a car issue this time. He's actually got that taken care of. So... those of you who don't know, Punk Rock Foodies is a Facebook page for punk fans who also like to cook and make awesome food and take pictures of their food and post it to share with other punk fans who also like to take pictures of their food and so on and so forth. It's a vicious cycle. A pig vicious cycle.
A pig vicious cycle, yeah, that's right.
But, I mean, hey, it's that perfect place to go and post all your food so you don't have 20 of your friends going, oh, are you that guy? Do you think we need to see all your meals? We totally want to see your meals. Post your meals.
Absolutely, absolutely. That's why I started the page.
Yep, I love it.
We've got some badasses in our group, and the dishes, I mean, they keep getting better and better, it seems like.
You know, it's funny, I was talking to somebody yesterday, and I said, because of Punk Rock Foodies, I feel like I've upped my game.
Oh, absolutely.
Just because of it.
Definitely.
So. Yeah, it's the little things, too, just like the little, like, nuances that you're like, okay, I gotta get my plating right, or I gotta make sure the sauce is awesome. And, yeah, just, you kind of take a little more pride in it, I guess.
Absolutely. All right, well, since we are Punk Rock Foodies, and this is Punk Rock Foodies Radio, let's listen to some punk rock music. Steve, why don't you send us off with something here?
All right, let's wake it up and let's go with a little thrice. How about some Deadbolt for you? Punk Rock Foodies Radio, punkrockradio.net.
Alright? Wanna see all you moving at the back soon? Right, here we go, this one's called CID.
And that was UK Subs with CID. And you are listening to Punk Rock Foodies Radio on punkrockradio.net. We're going to talk about something that is perfect for this time of the year, and that's sauces and marinades. You know, it's always good to make a nice little something to marinate your chicken in while you go off to work and then come back and throw it on the grill or something like that. So I was wondering, you know, what kind of like go-to marinades or sauces you guys have? Skate Rat, you got anything that you like to use all the time or tweak or?
I actually, you know, I'm really not the biggest sauce person. I will say that, you know, I have totally upped my sauce game since Punk Rock Foodies. Steve, I know I've stolen a few of yours on occasion too. Almost anything with the word crema in it, I think I have made because I saw you make it first. But I have one that my dad had taught me for wild game, and you can take a jam, like blackberry jam, raspberry jam, that kind of thing, add just a little bit of red wine, a shit ton of butter, which is actually a unit, and you just melt it on low over, you know, in a saucepan or in your cast iron, and man, I gotta tell you, that is perfect. You dip any red meat in there. Even if you go to Outback, their lamb comes with, it's called a Cabernet sauce, but it's, yeah, kind of the same thing, it's just not free.
Yeah.
But that is probably the one I make the most.
And that's more like a sauce, like for dipping the meat in after.
Yeah, I've poured it on the meat when I've served it, and then also because I am kind of a dipper, a lot of times I have little ramekins like crazy, and I just put little ramekins of sauce all over it. You dip what you want, what you don't want. Yeah.
I like that idea of the jam because like when you cook it, it like thins it out, and then when it cools, it gets like thicker again.
It is almost like a glaze in a way. Yeah.
Yeah, I did one with orange marmalade as the jam, and it was a coconut orange marmalade for salmon. It was outstanding, so good.
Yeah, orange marmalade ones with shrimp.
Yeah, I gotta try that. That sounds awesome.
I've used jalapeno jelly and mixed it with apple butter And I found a recipe. It was similar to that for a duck. And I tried it. I was like, oh my god, this is like eating a candied apple, because you got that apple flavor and then the spiciness of the jalapeno jelly. So I actually made buffalo wings one time where I tossed it in that. They were really good. It was literally like a candy apple.
Because apple butter is the shit. Every time I go anywhere up north, I'm like, oh, yeah, tourists? Sure, I will totally bring home some apple butter.
No doubt. But you know, wings too are the shit, because you can dress those up however you want. I made an al pastor that was like pineapple versus like chile de árbol, I think, and it really kind of balanced nicely. Nice little sweet heat combination. But since the kids love wings, and me and the wife love making wings, we can kind of make a couple batches and just kind of experiment and do some different stuff. And we did a Chinese 5-spice. It was like this really sticky, sweet, yet kind of spicy, tangy wing, and man, that shit was phenomenal. That's good stuff.
Well, now I have a little bottle of Chinese 5-spice, but yeah, I might have to get that recipe from you later.
Yeah, it's a unique flavor. It almost tastes like a little chocolatey. It's a unique flavor. But if you kind of mix it with the right ingredients, I think it was soy sauce and
like a hoisin.
Yeah, like a hoisin. Because there was a sweet component to it, but it really cooks down nicely. It gives it a nice thick glaze.
Yeah.
So you get those sticky wings where your fingertips are all just like dark, brown from the sauce.
And you have to like scrape it against your tooth to like get it off. Yeah. I recently made a sauce. That I've been thinking about it for a while, and actually kind of based on what you were talking to Steve about your those like, what is it, Dr. Pepper ribs that you do, or So I took a Coke, a 20-ounce bottle of Coke, and I opened it up and let it sit overnight so it would go flat, and then I poured it into a saucepan and just cooked it down to try to get it thicker. I added bourbon to it, and then I chopped real fine chopped onions, like caramelized the onions, added those, and added some chipotle Tabasco sauce, and then just some like Cajun seasoning. And I marinated wings in that. It didn't get as thick as I wanted.
Yeah.
I marinated the wings in that and then grilled them. Oh my god, so good. I called them whiskey and Coke,
No, the Coca-Cola is a great thing. You know what? I learned this a couple of years ago. I had a growler one night, and I didn't close it tightly on like Saturday night, so on Sunday morning it was flat. And it was, a few beers worth of IPA. So I looked up an IPA barbecue sauce recipe. Oh, man. That came out so killer. And you got that, like, hoppiness still from the beer. But it didn't matter that it was flat. It was almost better than it was. So it really kind of cooked down in this nice sauce. And it was delicious, Waste not, want not,
Yeah, those both sound good. I may not drink alcohol, but I don't have a problem cooking with it. I mean, there's a little tiny shooter of Jim Beam in my freezer right now because I needed whiskey to cook something.
I made venison the one time recently that called for it was a bourbon cream sauce, and that was really good. And you like lit the pan on fire and everything, and blew it out. So good.
I do make one a strawberry spaghetti sauce that I have not actually made on Punk Rock Foodies yet. The last time I think I made it was a couple of years ago in Colorado. I had to make a vegan version of it, and I didn't realize, no milk. Yeah, anyways, but it's got a little bit of a cream base to it and strawberries, and usually I'll do chicken, but I still do Italian sausage sometimes too. That's probably one of my wackiest sauces as far as like a dinner sauce.
Is it like sweet?
Not exactly. Really, it's like a cream-based piccata. You know what I mean? So it has like a savory to it, but you do get the hint of the strawberries. Yeah, it's amazing. I've had people go, "Oh, you're going to serve us what for dinner?" And they get that weird look like, "Oh, we're not going to, we're going to talk about this on the way home." But then they love it, and they really do talk about it on the way home. So, yeah.
Wow, that's killer. That sounds really good. That sounds unique.
I might have to do that next week.
It's a marinade that I love to use, especially in the summertime with like boneless chicken breast. Is just a simple Ken's Steakhouse Caesar dressing, not the creamy kind, just the the oil and vinegar kind, and like marinate the chicken in that, and then grill the chicken, and then you cut it up and put it on a salad, and use the dressing as the salad dressing. I mean,
I do something similar to that, like with the Greek. It's olive oil, just a bunch of Greek seasoning, and I let the lemon and a bunch of lemon, and just let it kind of sit there all day. And then you cook it, throw it on top of some like spinach or kale, and it's fucking good.
I probably don't marinate my grill meats as much as I should. I'm honestly more of probably a dry rub person for the grill, and that's mostly just because I think that's what my husband prefers. But I also am like every day at 5 o'clock surprised that I have to make dinner again. So, like, I didn't take something out that morning and marinate it all day. You know, I'm like, oh shit, what can I thaw in 15 minutes? Or
the Lowry's marinades that they have
yeah.
at the store. Some of those aren't too bad, but I learned in a bad way that papaya is a meat tenderizer, and some of them contain papaya juice. And I had done I used to use the Caribbean jerk one before I learned how to make my own jerk sauce. And I was like, well, I would like just do chicken in it and like peppers and onions, and then just bake it. And one time I used boneless chicken breast, and I was marinating it, and I marinated it for a real long time, and that papaya juice that was in it started tenderizing the meat, and I cooked it, and it was cooked, but eating it tasted like it was raw, like the texture, and it was like so nasty. Yeah, it was so nasty, but like papaya juice is a natural tenderizer, and that's probably why they're called 30-minute marinades and not 3 hours.
Should I support that on like while I was grilling it? But because I have actually bought that flavor before.
That works too. You know, I mean, I've done that with some of the other ones, like an Italian herb one, which I mean, you could use that with everything. It's fine.
Have you ever seen the Asian dressing in the supermarket? It's Mikado is the brand. And it has like a little samurai guy on the front. Perfect. It's you can get the honey ginger one that Benihana has the recipe. It's the closest one I've ever found to Benihana's actual recipe in the store without making my own. So asparagus, chicken, fish, not just your salads. Yeah, I will put, it's just salad dressing, but you put that shit on anything. I have actually used the last 2 bottles not for salads and just for, marinade or sauces, but
see, I like the dressings because the oil when you get that on the grill and it drips down and then it flares up and it adds like a little extra char to the whatever it is the grill is.
Yeah, that's the beauty of it. I mean, you want to get that char, and the char has those little chunks of like condensed flavor, like it's
When I grew up, if you had chicken on the grill, like it was supposed to be kind of black on the outside. It had like a crust to it almost. I can't even now. Like if I go to eat stuff off the grill, I'm like, oh, are you sure it's done?
Yeah, that's how you know.
Yeah. I mean, except my steak, that better be rare. But yeah.
There's one thing that I wanted to mention. When we're talking about steaks, sauces, and marinades. We're all amateur cooks here on Punk Rock Foodies, so it's kind of like you're kind of only as good as your inspiration is. And I have a book that I kind of swear is like my little Bible here. It's called Weber's Way to Grill, and it's really cool because it shows you how to break down certain meats, shows you how to do a lot of things, but it gives you all these ideas for marinades, for rubs, and you start playing with them, and then you're like, okay, I kind of understand how all these ingredients work together. And like, I literally now look at this book maybe like twice a year, 3 times a year, just to kind of get some ideas. But I've got so many ideas that stem from this book that it's kind of cool because it reminds me of being an art student. Like we never had textbooks. You just kind of have books on your favorite artists and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So when you start, like doing your technique, you kind of come in within your style and stuff, and it's just fun. Like I really can add some good flavors now because I've done so many different combinations,
Yeah. That's how I did my barbecue sauce. I found a recipe, And I went with it. I'm like, this is good. And then I made it a few times. And then I was like, well, let me change this. Instead of using corn syrup, let me use honey. Instead of using, chopping up onions, let me chop up garlic. Whatever. Like just making the little tweaks on it, and that's what's so great. I think that's what's so great about cooking. Once you start learning what the flavors do, and you can add this or that and the other thing, and change it up, and still be good.
Well, and even if you fail, so what? You got to make dinner again tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly.
You get another shot every day. The people that are like, I can't cook. I'm like, no, you probably can. You just don't.
Now, when I hear that, I hear I can't read.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
You just,
Follow a fucking recipe, asshole.
dude, you're a lazy ass. I mean, you get salt and pepper and chicken, throw it on the grill. It's gonna be fucking phenomenal. It's just it doesn't take much. It just takes you the willingness to try.
Yeah, priority. You got to prioritize what you want. Yeah, but I like cooking. And, my husband was like, well, I'll help you on the grill here and there. And now, I got to tell you, ever since Punk Rock Foodies and his hot sauce groups, and now that he makes his own hot sauce and shit, he is like going, he's like, oh, look, I made this hot sauce and it has mango in it. This isn't the same guy I married 10 years ago. But it's great. I love it. I have so much fun cooking with him now, and it's not like, Jen spent 8 hours in the kitchen today, and damn, dinner's awesome. It's, we spent 4 hours in the kitchen, and dinner's awesome. High five. So it really is great. It's fun. I do it with my nieces. I have company over. I love cooking.
Yeah, being out at the grill outside around the backyard with friends and family. I mean, it's good times happen. It's just good times.
Guaranteed.
Yeah. Real quick before we kind of end the first segment, there is one thing that I wanted. One of the recipes I did about 3 or 4 years ago. I did a buttermilk brine turkey, and it wasn't the whole turkey. It was a turkey breast with the wings attached. So it was more like a 6 to 8 pound bird, something like that. But yeah, I marinated it overnight in buttermilk and salt, and then the next day took it out of that and injected it with a bunch of jalapeno butter, and then threw it on the smoker for 5-6 hours. It's still my parents and my wife think it's the best turkey they still had to this day. It was phenomenal.
Damn.
I'm gonna have to try that. Rachel's dad's got a smoker, and he's like, use it anytime you want. So.
Oh yeah,
I'm a big fan of
turkey
movies.
Yeah, exactly. It can dry out, but this is a way to you just add moisture in there. I thoroughly suggest that you do the brine and then the injection, because you're just the bird's gonna be cutting it through, it's squirted on. It's just that juicy,
Yeah, that's good.
All right, let's do a song. You got one for us, Steve, or Skate Rat?
I'll do one, sure.
Go for it.
Let's do Mr. Clean by Millencolin, because they're getting ready to tour the U.S. again, I hear.
Yes. On Punk Rock Foodies Radio, punkrockradio.net.
Mr. Clean, tell me, is that really you? I wonder what you've done to become so big and dumb. But I know you can change your lifestyle once again. Incomplete.
And we are back here at the Vicious Pig Saloon in downtown Mattersville on Punk Rock Foodies Radio, punkrockradio.net. And look who just showed up.
Hi.
Brian.
Hi, I'm late again. That's pretty much what I do.
Are you taking my job?
I know, jeez.
But, you know, it's nice Brian showed up because Steve actually had to go and prepare for an interview. It's apparently a secret interview I wasn't allowed to be privy to. Yeah.
Whatever, he's out there smoking crack.
Oh, those Mexicans. So we're talking S&M, which might be the hashtag.
Finally.
Yeah.
And of course we know it's not Spanish and Mexican. It's sauces and marinades. So Brian, you missed our first bit when we were all chatting it up and talking about some of our sauces we've made and marinades we occasionally use. Do you have anything that you like to dip your meat into before you...
Well, it's weird because growing up in our household, my dad's from the South, so they just sauce goes on everything, including steak, like big on steak sauce. It was weird because he's Southern, but his mom, my grandma, is English, so there was sauce and Worcestershire sauces and steak sauces on everything. I don't like steak sauce anymore, but I grew up in a household that put steak sauce on everything, so now I'm kind of finding my own way. I've realized that if you put steak sauce on a steak, you ruin it. So I'm trying to stay away from that stuff these days.
My ex-wife used to put ketchup on steak. What the fuck? That's why we got divorced.
No. Oh, that's why you left.
That's horrible. See, they put ketchup on like eggs and stuff like that.
You can't. I'm not a ketchuper, anyways. But I mean, honestly, what the fuck are you eating that is so bad that you have to coat it in sugar and crap that all you taste is
As far as marinades, I'm pretty lazy. If I just what I've been doing lately is, like I've said a million times with the chicken, is I just put, it's always lime. It's always lemon. Lemon with, various salts and peppers and things like that, and I just leave it in a bag overnight. As far as marinades, I'll buy them. I'm not above buying some Lowry's. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'll do that.
Talking about that.
Yeah.
Lowry's gets a bad rap.
See, but I even said before, I said that it's fine. Some of them are really good, and it's just, it is what it is, and 30-minute marinade and get it done and get it cooked and add some flavor. What the fuck? But,
here's a question. Do you guys, I don't know if I think it's a regional thing, do you guys have, in your areas of the country, because we're all over the place, do you guys have jardinera? You've never had jardinera?
I've had it. I know exactly what it is.
Okay.
My grandma used to make it herself, but we don't. It's not a general, Pittsburgh type thing.
It's all over Chicago. It's on. We put it on. It's great in spaghetti. Okay, so what it is it's essentially oils and like hot peppers and sweet peppers and carrots and chopped. I know it sounds weird, but like celery. And it gets really spicy, and it comes in a jar,
awesome.
And it's huge, chunky, lots of peppers and vegetables with oil, with I don't know if it's vegetable oil. I've seen it with olive oil, and you put it on hot dogs, you put it on pizza, you put it on Italian beef. I think it's a Chicago thing because there's like 20 different kinds out here, and a lot of my friends abroad have never had it. But if you put it in spaghetti, it's freaking amazing, and you can get it in.
It's like a pickle
without vinegar.
I think there is some.
There is vinegar. There's all kinds of stuff inside it. You can get it real mild up to so spicy that you can't even smell it. Like you don't even want to even smell it. You can get it. There's all these different levels of spiciness.
That sounds super awesome, though.
Yeah.
What do they call that shit that they put on the muffalados? That's it's kind of like that, but it's got olives in it.
This can have olives in it.
Tapenade or.
This has almost any vegetable you can imagine in there. I've seen it with lettuce.
If you eat at like a Potbelly restaurant, sandwich restaurant, they've got what they consider hot peppers. It's exactly that.
It's very much like that. It's very much like that, but it can be. I've seen it where it's so spicy, and I'm kind of a spicy.
We see in the South here we have just straight vinegar, like any real Southern restaurant with alligator and catfish and shit like that you go to down here, you're gonna see salt, pepper, and sugar for your tea. And little mason jars full of floating peppers, and yeah, it's just vinegar. You put it on like collard greens and shit. I have 3 different jars of it that are from the peppers in my garden right now on my counter that I've made.
I can't even eat like homegrown green beans that have been steamed without putting apple cider vinegar on them. That's how I grew up.
It's a very British thing. That's a very British thing, like fish and chips with some really good vinegar, like some malt vinegar.
Now I do love malt vinegar. Yeah.
It's awesome.
But that's the only time I've ever used malt vinegar is on fish and chips.
Yeah, it's got to be something breaded.
Yeah.
You know, and it's pretty much that. It's really good on that, but I can't think of anything else that I would put it on. And apple cider vinegar, I use that to catch fruit flies in my kitchen.
Restaurants I've worked at have used it in sauces, but I personally have never dumped it on, like a potato or anything other than.
I could see that. I could see using it in a sauce because, like, sometimes I'll substitute like vinegars for like when it calls for like sherry or something in a sauce.
Yeah.
Like you do like some rice wine vinegar. So I could see using like a malt vinegar.
Well, and I don't know about you guys, but I think I probably have 9 bottles of vinegar, and none of them are the same. So.
Yeah. Let's see. I got rice wine, balsamic, red wine, distilled white.
I have a champagne, a Pinot Grigio. They get a little awkward. I have a couple of like weird ones like fig and stuff. But
we have 7 or 8 different kinds of Doritos.
Champagne Doritos.
Yeah, that's the next one.
Well, I was going to say, like, one of the marinades is like a general marinade for me. It's just like some chopped garlic, a little bit of oil, some vinegar, almost like an Italian salad dressing. And just very simple and quick. And
for marinades, minced garlic and butter goes great. Minced butter and garlic is awesome for anything, especially seafood. Like, I'll marinate stuff overnight with that. So when I talk about marinades, I'm talking about like overnight in a bag in the fridge.
Oh, absolutely. And get all those flavors in there. We were saying earlier that using oil and like a marinade for marinating is really great if you throw it on the grill. And then when that oil drips and it flares up and gets that extra char.
It cooks it more, and it locks in. It keeps it moist.
Word of the day. Sorry.
Is that our hashtag yet? Moist.
God.
It's between moist and S&M. That's what
I think it should be S&M.
What was the T-shirt idea? I forgot. Steve said something earlier that said I'm down with S&M or something.
Yeah, something like that. And I said we got to work the word meat in there somehow, like,
My meat loves the S&M.
Yeah.
I like it.
Brian, do you have any like tricks to like making any sauces, like a standard like barbecue sauce or? Like
I haven't. And here's the thing: my buddy Al. Every week I'm going to mention somebody that I know who's in the page. My buddy Alan Aldworth, who whenever I have pictures of a lot of crazy stuff, Al's generally in the background somewhere.
He's the guy with the Ditka mustache, right?
No, Ditka mustache. No. I'm trying to think. I think he has had one at one point. He has one. Al can actually barely grow facial hair. He's in his mid-30s and he's got the facial hair of a 12-year-old. But he and I have been talking about trying to. Yeah, he and I have been talking about trying to maybe figure out a way to make some sauces, like some weekend where we can try some out, because there was one night where he made a barbecue sauce. We made a crazy burger thing where he put a bunch of hot sauces and stuff together with peppers and then like strawberry jelly. Like it was all these things, and then he added 1 part strawberry jelly and 1 part the rest of that stuff together, and it was like this really thick, syrupy, and I wouldn't taste it. He said it was really good. Somebody else tried it, but I wouldn't do it, because it was like jalapenos and Frank's Original Red Hot and garlic and like some Dave's Insanity sauce and then strawberry jelly.
Yeah, that sounds so perfect, though.
But Al has the butthole of a porn star. It can take anything.
My husband, I think, has that same. What is that boneless pork rectum I see that on that joke about? Yeah. But yeah, no,
I don't know. I haven't made a lot of sauces yet, but I need to.
I was in when I was in Tallahassee, we had a bar nearby that had like all these different wings, and one of the wings had like a strawberry wing, and they had like a sampler where you get like 5 of each wing, and you got like 25 wings, and you got like 5 different flavors, 5 wings, and I tried the strawberry, and it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
And that's actually why I came up with the using that apple butter and jalapeno jelly sauce on wings. So I figured it's kind of fruity and tastes like candied apples, so fuck.
Yeah, the sugar cooks really well.
I think the raspberry ice is my favorite wing. It's like raspberry jelly and horseradish.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I do every once in a while. I have tried to replicate it as far as like a dipping sauce. If I do a meat or even sometimes shrimp, I think I've done it with. But I have not perfected it. There's a local wing place here, Chris's Hurricane Wings, that I don't know what they do, but I still go there and get their fucking wings just to get that sauce.
I was the other night we had sweet potato fries. And I used to, there was a restaurant when I lived in Erie that would have sweet potato fries, and they would give you, it was basically mayonnaise mixed with maple syrup to dip the fries into. And it was really fucking good.
I got to think about that. My first instinct is vomit, but now that I think about it, I don't know. I mean, that could work.
I've had them with syrup, not mayonnaise.
Well, see, I'm a big dipping my fries in mayonnaise guy.
Mayonnaise is a nice base. Mayonnaise is a good base.
And that's before fucking Pulp Fiction came out and everybody learned that that's what they do over in Amsterdam.
You were on the ground floor.
When I worked at Arby's and I used to I tried everything. And I dipped the fries and everything. And I got the mayonnaise and I was like, this tastes really fucking good. So, like the mayonnaise with the maple syrup, it just gives it that maple syrup flavor. And then you've got the sweet potato fries that are like seasoned with like cinnamon sugar and they're sweet already. And it's like a diabetic drink.
She wanted the D. So I gave her diabetes.
One of these weeks, our hashtag needs to be diabetes.
Yeah.
Well, eventually we're gonna have like a crazy dessert episode,
or a candy episode, or something. Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's coming.
That's a good one for it.
Yeah.
Well, all right. Clearly, sauces and marinades could go on forever, just like cheese, just like
Pizza.
bacon, just like pizza. This is obviously something we'll have to revisit in the future.
To be continued.
We have to talk to the boys at punkrockradio.net and get like an extra hour, and just which I don't think is a difficult task. But
they speak American down there in Australia.
They speak something. You've seen the Simpsons episode in Australia. So I just been handed a note that Steve is almost ready with his interview, and it appears that he is interviewing my little brother.
Oh boy!
So that'll be interesting if he asks questions about me.
I'm sure they're gonna rip on you.
I'm sure. Well, whatever. It's fine. At least he's not interviewing my older brother. So, Brian, you got a song for us here?
I do. Lately I've been listening to a band out of Youngstown, Ohio called The Spastic Hearts, and there's a song off their new album that came out a couple months ago called Dance For Me. It's a really good, consistent downstroke, Ramones-style pop-punk song, and the song appears to be about a stripper. So, as any good love song should be.
And just a great segue into the interview with my little brother.
Yeah!
All right, Spastic Hearts on punkrockradio.net, but it's actually Punk Rock Foodies Radio on punkrockradio.net.
Yeah, remember.
I'll figure it out someday.
So won't you dance for me, come on and dance for me. So won't you dance for me, come on baby, let's go. Oh, I gotta go. What's your name, pretty baby? And now you're working tonight. Something cool like time in a daisy. Or maybe fire rise. See, I wanna take you to something. Tell you what I want from you. I want you to shake, shake, shake your ass. Come on, shake, shake, shake your ass. Come on, shake, shake, shake your ass for me. Somehow they need to speak.
right, this is Steve Guerrero here on Punk Rock Foodies Radio, and I am joined today by Xander's brother, Eli. So, what up, Eli?
Hey, how's it going, Radio Nation?
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
Is that a thing? Is the Radio Nation a thing? Is it?
I think it is. Everything's a thing nowadays. Your brother Xander, he started this rad Facebook page, dude. So I'm taking it you and him have similar tastes in punk rock and food.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice, dude. What are some of your favorite bands?
I don't know. I got tattooed on me a few. I got some Bouncing Souls, Strung Out, No Effects.
Killer.
Got a Pennywise tattoo not too long ago. So.
Oh, sweet. You'll love this. I just saw Pennywise and the Bouncing Souls about 3 weeks ago.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah. Great show, man. Bouncing Souls killed it, dude. They played like a lot of their old stuff and just, oh, man, it was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a fun band to see live, man. I dig them. Yeah, and Pennywise, I grew up in Redondo Beach, which is just next to Hermosa Beach, so I've seen Pennywise, I don't even know, hundreds of times at this point.
I kind of thought about H2O. They played Pittsburgh like every other weekend.
Yeah? You always checking them out?
I saw them, and one of the Rusty Pistachio's cousin, I was a good friend, so he was always in Pittsburgh, so we always meet up, and that was always a good time.
Killer. That's nothing like partying with the punk rockers, Definitely they get down. So
Yeah.
Cool, man. So what's some of the things you like to cook? What's on the menu?
I'm a Southern food guy.
Ooh.
Growing up north, cooking Creole and Cajun food is probably one of my favorite. Gumbo. My gumbo is the best gumbo I've ever had.
Nice. I love gumbo, man. I've never really, I've had Southern food, but it's all out here in California, so I don't know if I've had like the real deal. But what I've had, I really like. I love me gumbo, love me jambalaya, and we recently got into doing a lot of shrimp and grits around here. So at home, at least, I should say. So, how's the beer scene over by your neck of the woods?
Well, I'm in Watford City, North Dakota right now, and the beer scene's kind of slim here. With the whole craft beer movement though that's been going on throughout the country, you're still able to get some decent beers around. I got the other day I picked up a sample pack of Horny Goat out of Wisconsin.
Ooh,
That's more of the summer ales and stuff. They're pretty good beers. They had really cool beer cans, though.
Really? I've never had a Horny Goat beer.
Yeah, I'd never heard of it too.
Oh.
I found it in Watford City, North Dakota.
That's cool, man. Yeah, I love going to the store and getting the sampler packs. You can get 4 different styles of some good beer.
Yeah, the wife and I were just recently down in Deadwood, South Dakota. Just visiting down right nearby is Spearfish. It's actually one of our other punk rock foodies, Abe Ruff, is from that town.
Oh, right on.
And in that town of Spearfish, they got a brewery called Crow Peak, which makes some really good beers.
Ooh.
So we were down there. I picked up a case of 6-packs. Whatever they had. So.
What beer styles do you kind of gravitate towards?
I'm an IPA guy. I'm a hophead.
Yeah, same here. Nothing like getting punched in the mouth with hops, man. It can't really be too bitter for me. I dig it.
Yeah, I like a good double IPA. It's a lot smoother than just your basic IPA. But I keep trying to get these construction workers that all they drink is Budweiser, trying to try the craft beers. They haven't liked any of the IPAs I've had them try.
Yeah, I've had some friends that are like, yeah, no, thank you either. So it's not for everybody. But there's some rad. There's like a Knee Deep and Green Flash. They're 2 breweries out here, and they pride themselves in making really hoppy beers. One of the beers by Green Flash called Pellet Wrecker. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but it lives up to its name.
Good one. The restaurant I used to work at in South Carolina, we had 42 beers on tap. So I tried plenty of. We had one new one every week, no matter what. We rotated about 5 taps. So I was going into work, and first thing I do is try the new beers.
Perfect. Not a bad gig. That's cool, man. That's cool. You get to travel to a lot of different places and stuff?
Yeah, I mean, I was down in Deadwood, but we did a job there last fall, so I knew what to expect out of that area as far as that Crow Peak Brewery. But we were just in Williston, North Dakota, which is about an hour north of where I'm at now. They had a little bar there, Williston Brewing Company, that had a bunch of good beers on tap. But really, I'm trying to find the IPA that turned me on to IPAs, which was actually a homebrew. One of my friends and a fellow punk rock foodie, Ryan Miles, brewed up when he was up in Boston. I loved IPAs after I tried his, and I just can't find it again.
Wow, that's cool, man. Yeah, it's pretty cool that we got some really talented chefs, brewers, bakers in the punk rock foodie gang. I mean, it's really like, fuck, we got like somebody that could do something, like a lot of things well, that's really kind of cool going on the page sometimes, just seeing all the rad dishes on there.
Oh yeah. I want to go to Australia and eat at Jason Anderson's restaurant. Seeing all those pictures, like, I don't know if he's actually doing this stuff or just posting it, but man, that stuff looks good.
Yeah, dude, that guy's badass, dude. His plating is ridiculous, man. Those colors that he gets, and just, oh man, some of the combinations of ingredients he uses sound just radical.
Yeah, I'm totally going to eat there.
And it's pretty rad that we got like members just pretty much almost all over the world at this point, man.
It's kind of crazy from where it started with my brother inviting me into this group, and us posting recipes and photos to what it's turning into now is pretty crazy from about 2 years ago, I believe.
Yeah. What have you are there any dishes that Xander makes that you think he completely knocks out of the park that you totally crave or anything like that, or?
It's been a while since he cooked for me. We've been, him being me being in South Carolina and working all the time, and now traveling around the world, traveling around the country. And trying to. I haven't been posting much lately. I had my first pipeline job I did. I was doing the hotel series recipes. I don't know if you were around then, but I was cooking using crockpot in my hotel room.
No, that's rad.
It was, for someone that has to live on the road, or with limited amount of resources, you can still make good food. Yeah. That's there's a lot of touring musicians that do that. They'll post on the punk rock foodie site. I remember when it was punk rock bowling in Vegas, there was a ton of people cooking in their rooms and making dishes that look good. Yeah. Some were great ideas just by I'm gonna go out and have a bunch of beers at a dive bar and see some punk rock, and 4 hours when I get back, my crockpot meal is gonna be done, and I can eat. And I'll have lunchies, and it'll be perfect.
Yeah, it's genius, man. Definitely some vets of the festival that knew the deal.
Are we gonna punk rock foodie's gonna get a booth set up at It's Not Dead Fest?
Dude, we need to, man. That would be the sickest. I just got my tickets last week, so I'm definitely going to that.
Said you got a couch for us.
Yeah, absolutely, man. That show is just it's like who's not playing, It's crazy.
That's Warped Tour when it was good.
Yeah, back in the day, man. Yeah, Warped Tour used to be so much fun. Now I saw it this year, the lineup, and I'm I didn't know most of the bands at all. Yeah, brutal. Well, anyway, Eli, thank you for making some time and joining us here on the Punk Rock Foodie podcast or a radio show or whatever the fuck it is. I don't even know. But, well, cheers, bud. We'll stay safe out there, and hopefully you'll get some time to cook some meals.
All right, Steve.
All right, man.
Good talking to you.
Thank you, brother. Thank you. Cool.
Punk Rock Foodies!
I'd like to thank Skate Rat, Brian, Steve, and I'd like to thank my little brother Eli. Wasn't too embarrassing. Thanks to the guys here at the Vicious Pig Saloon. Thank you to the guys down under at punkrockradio.net. Also, this week's hashtag, if you want to win a Punk Rock Foodie sticker pack, post your pictures to Punk Rock Foodies and hashtag it with S&M. You can use the ampersand, or you can write the word and, or I guess you can use the letter N, whatever, S&M. Check out Punk Rock Foodies on Facebook. Check out Betty Gear on Facebook, and check out Burning Rose Studios for all of your video and graphic needs. And Bone Apes it, everyone.
shot by